What's up, loves? I hope you're doing well and having an awesome week so far. So I want to touch on something, not because everyone's asked me. Do you guys notice life coaches do that? They're like, everyone's been asking me this. I'm like, no one fucking asked you that. No one actually asked me this question that I'm going to tell you guys, but I just think is relevant, so I'm going to share it. How about that? Okay, so here we go. In the Hungry for Happiness community, a lot of this theme comes up a lot, and it's like this deep fear of being seen. And so I want to chat to that, not because everyone asked me, just because I think it'll be fun. So I want to talk about that. And a lot of people have this deep desire to be seen, and then this deep desire to not be seen. This like fear, this like, it's almost like they're terrified of it. And what's really going on there at a cellular level is you are at war with parts of you that you've not healed yet. So there's parts of you that feels shameful or bad, or parts of you that maybe you've just denied and swept under the rug or whatever it was. And so the fear, the thought of like being seen or being out in the world is terrifying because you've not yet made peace with the parts of you that you're most shameful of. And so when we do personal development growth, the whole point is to truly integrate back into our bodies, integrate back into our system, make friends with the parts of us that we've been at war with. Laugh at it if you need to. Heal it. Love it. All of us have an inner child that we've somewhere along the line just forgotten about and just ignored. And that little inner child is having a shit fit. They're scared. They're terrified. They don't know what's going on. And we all have not fully communicated to them properly. We've not been the mothers and fathers to our inner child that we need to be. Or maybe we grew up in a household where we didn't have strong mothers and father figures, or maybe we did, and there was still something about the experience of growing up that created a little bit of trauma in our bodies or whatever it was. And so as adults, it's our responsibility to actually be the mothers and fathers to our inner childs that didn't have a proper upbringing, or maybe there's aspects of your upbringing that created some sort of story or shame or hurt or wounding in your system. And so this whole thing of like being seen but being terrified of it but really wanting it is truly just your inner child wanting to be seen. Your inner child wants to be seen. Your inner child wants to be loved. They want to be healed. They want to know that you're there and you're not going to abandon them. You're not going to reject them. And so I would love, I invite you to, you can do what you want, but I invite you to just make a list of the things in your body, in your life that you're scared of showing. You know, the things that you don't put on Facebook, the things that you don't openly talk about when you first meet someone. And ask yourself, how can I accept this part of me just a little bit more? How can I love this part of me just a little bit more? Because loving it will heal it. Disconnecting from it and being in denial of it only perpetuated it. What we fight strengthens. So that wound will strengthen and it won't heal until we actually lean into it with love and heal it at a fundamental level. And so the work is within. I see a lot of people who desperately want to be out there and want to be seen, and they have great messages to share, and they're doing cool things in the world, but it's very obvious to see the people who are not yet in alignment with who they really are and who have not healed the parts of them that they're still shameful of. And so whether you're a coach, an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter, a human being, this is relevant if you're a human being. How about that? So if you're a human being and you're watching this video, write down the parts of you that you're still shameful of, or you still have not made peace of, and ask yourself, how can I love this part of me more? How can I accept this part of me more? That will be so incredibly healing and just create a lot of peace in your body, and it'll help to dissipate a lot of that shame that may be just like old shame from years and years ago. So I invite you to do that over the weekend. I love you all. Have an amazing weekend, and we'll catch you next week. Bye for now.